Well, I think this will be kind of interesting, driving and giving a video blog at the same time, so curious what you guys can see, and of course I really suck if I get in an accident and records the whole thing, but this should keep me awake. So anyway, this will be a job blog. God, I don't remember what number now. I want to say 7. Let's see, what's been going on? The other week, Layla Kayleigh, during the feed, news headlines, was talking about, or she was, she was reporting a story about how the Pope came out with a statement saying he denounced little children playing violent video games, recommended that they should read books for them, and she added at the end of that, somebody should give them a Wii. Well, it's a brilliant idea, Layla. I mean, yeah. So I thought about it overnight, or actually, no, I didn't think about it. It was the next morning, and I was raking leaves and just started thinking about it. So I came in and wrote out a whole thing about it, and posted it at G4, sent him a private email. Even sent an email to Chris Gore, the resident film expert, and you can see it on YouTube. But the gist of it is it says that film me giving a Nintendo Wii to the Pope, and lots of different comments and responses to that. Some people are like, well, why don't they just get Kevin to do it? I'm like, well, hey, please, if Kevin can do it, sure, But it's just that if anything, G4 would need somebody to basically do the the heavy work, do the research, make some phone calls, make arrangements, and I could do that. But there's also the idea that once you get, there would be this long flight to Italy, and then who knows how many days waiting to get to see an audience. And also the Pope's a busy guy. A lot of people want to see him, so he's got spokespeople who deal with stuff like that, especially if you say, well, we got a camera. Because there's also the possibility that, the Pope may just say, hey, oh sure, let me check this out if you're gonna give me this interesting gift. And that's kind of thing I was thinking about if G4 basically slapped their name onto this thing, attach their name to it, saying, yeah, we this is our sponsored guy. I think that would really win it. That would really get the foot in the door, and because it's not so much that I want to get the Pope, but whoever at the Vatican you give the Wii to, you want to film them playing with it, and you want to get their reaction from them. I'm just of the opinion that that would be really neat. And what's more, you can make a documentary about it, and you give it to the Pope, then you go give it to the Dalai Lama, see what he says, and if those are too big of a fish, well, hey, start small. Start with, local government officials. Give it to the governor of California, Arnold Schwarzenegger. Take over Washington, D.C., get politicians there to start playing with it. Heck, and then work your way up the chain until you get to the president, even, if that's possible. And just that's the film. That would be the whole idea of the film, is that just follow this guy around. He just takes a Wii and gives it out. And Nintendo would support it, too. Because hey, that's free publicity, But of course, Nintendo, they'd want to check. They would want to check me out and check out whoever is going to be doing this thing, because they want good positive publicity. I'm fairly certain walking in the room that I could speak to them eloquently and and not be stuttering and going crazy on the camera like I do right now, because I'm thinking, I'm trying to make sure I get everything I want to say out. And I also want to, not waste your time if you're listening, because I don't know. I hate it when people kind of drag or pause when they're speaking. Just give me the information, kind of thing. But at the same time, I want to make sure it's thoughtful, put together. So, of course, no response from anybody. That's the thing. It's just nobody's interested. A fair amount of criticism, but I thought I adequately answered all of it. And address many issues, and I even pointed out, I said, look, I have enough money, give me a cameraman, just give me the name of a cameraman, and I'll talk to the guy, and I'll pay for both of our flights to Italy, and the Wii as well, You know, you guys don't even have to put financially invest in this until I come back with some film footage. And you know, heck, if you start out with Washington D.C. first, you know, a lot less money you have to spend. So just that idea. And I said too, like, just give me some desk space at your lunchroom table. You know, I mean, that's all I need. You know, I got a laptop. I can bring that in to do the research, and then just assign a producer or whoever to like oversee my daily work, or make sure that I'm not stepping on toes or really ruining everything. Because that's the other thing is that I can't walk into G4 and then expect them to automatically assign somebody to watch over me. So, I mean, that's another reason why they would, reject my idea or reject, my proposal, because they don't know who I am. They don't know if they can trust me. They don't know what my true purpose is, what my true goal is. I mean, they could be watching this and thinking, well, who is this guy, or what does this guy think? Who does this guy think he is? And and why is he so insistent on working with us? And it's like, well, because I want to work with you guys. And why not? And even then, it's not even so much work with you guys, and you work with anybody else, in the same area, same field. But it's old stuff, the same old story. What is it? A friend of mine mentioned going to see Pursuit of Happiness, and I almost don't want to see it, and I kind of do want to see it, but I know the story. It's a guy who, through his own sheer willpower and just desire to succeed, he achieves. He gets something, he works for something, and he gets it. So that's what I want to do. That's, that's why there's always a brand new crop of guys on the forums, who start interacting with the forums. They start interacting with me, and they're always like, well, who is this creepy guy that, just knows so much about the show and this and that, and it's like, but I don't know. Let's see. But I don't know. It's just like a surprising amount of negative reaction to my idea. I mean, there's some positive, but it's just, if anything, I'm just annoying. I'm annoying people with all of the ideas I keep giving to G4. I'm sure if like once a week I came up with something neat or brilliant and started a topic about it, people are like, oh, okay, cool, but I come up with ideas all the time, and it's a lot of times because I'm thinking about it, or it just happens, pops in my head, so that's why I did it. And, why not? Why not, if it's, positive energy, towards helping out G4, helping out Attack of the Show, yeah, why not? And those guys are right. Like I said, I do it for the writers too. I can imagine what it feels like to sit there and to force yourself to write, and it's like nothing comes to your brain. Because it's like, hey, if you're having fun, then it's easy. But if you're forced to write, oh God, that's when it's like, oh God, it's just such a chore to do. And if anything, all of my crazy ideas inspire the writers. It inspires the staff. And, that's where the whole interaction with the show comes into play. It's just people are like, wow, we can based on our interaction, stuff in the show happens, or like something in the show is mentioned. So, it's just very fascinating, very neat, way that works out. Let's see. But, or am I upset that G4 is rejecting this neat idea? Well, a little bit. And the reason why is because, to me, G4 represents a video game channel. And, what does Nickelodeon represent? Well, it's kind of a kids, young adults channel. What does Spike TV represent? It's kind of masculine image channel. What does MTV represent? A young adults channel. So if these channels represent themselves, well, what sort of programming? What sort of things do they do? It's like, well, MTV, they do Rock the Boat, and